Hello, hello. We're back with TEC Season 16, round number 1. And we're doing the real life on the Monday straight after the race. So, looks like I'll be racing this entire season. So, can't be doing comms. That's why we're doing the stream directly after the race has finished. So, I'm basically still sweating after the 60-minute of a very intense race here for the season opener. And usually my lovely friend and serious host, organizer, and chef Prodigy would be with me, but he has a good excuse for today because it is his birthday, and that's why he's gonna get a song. So 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mr. Prodigy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, exactly. So I think from next week he will be joining me as the dynamic duo of TEC replay streams, so looking forward to that. So today it's all Jaeger for you with that one. So you see the schedule here, and round 1 it is the Denia road track B in reverse. We'll choose pick that track for us, and then let's get, I think, to the big screen, shall we, and have a look at the qualifying results. So Furious 2 with the pole position in the pro class. Megane Trophy is for the pros. The AMs go in the Megane Group 4. That's the FF car, so the Battle of the Renaults. That is the theme of TEC 16, Season 16. So Jaeger P2, surprisingly, put it on the front row. Echo, what a qualifying best of the AMs, P3. Richie reserving today in the Megane Trophy. I think it's for Dylan. P4 it is Dashi and Devo P5, P6. Thomas and Hello Gamer P7, P8. So missing a couple of big names on that first page of the quali results. And here they come. River Ruckus in P9 alongside with Beetlejuice. Lemony and Teresa didn't quite get that one-shot quali lap in as they wanted. Owich in P13, and then we had 2 drivers joining a bit later when qualifying started. That is Taz and Kaza. Kaza reserving for Deering today, and unfortunately JWE couldn't make the race. He was feeling that great. Hopefully he will be back next week to have a full grid. All right, so let's have a look at today's settings. So then road track B in reverse. We'll choose with that pick for the season. As always, the winning drivers, Pro-Am teams, they get to pick the tracks for the next season. So sunny and cloudy, like in the mix for this race. No rain on this layout. Well, let's go and start that race. Right? Replay, go. Obviously Furious pole position. Jaeger P2, many yellow cars by the way. And Furious with a good start on mediums. Jaeger on the mediums as well. Richie P3. Echo, before I look at those cars heading into the first tricky chicane, braking and then into the right-hander. So far it looks kind of okay. We all make it through turn number 1, 2. So into the downhill right-hander, also an interesting corner. And we see a couple of those pro drivers couldn't get that qualifying they wanted. I have to make their way through the cars, also different cars, of course. FF with more top end versus MR, a bit more handling in the trophy. And Side-by-side racing, a little bit of door banging. That's touring car-esque, I think. Oh, someone got shoveled wide there on the exit. Rather looks. Beetlejuice and Blue Racer in the mid-pack currently. You have Thomas Keza trying to find a way around Taz. Was there Davo? Davo was the one that went off track a little bit. He still has that end of the queue. So Furious with a good opening lap opened up a nice little gap to Jaeger, and here comes Richie looking down the inside. Oh, says hello. Look at that. Touch the rear, waits, but still has the inside, so he keeps that position for now. No worries at all, Richie. You told me it's good. We are racing Dashi up to P5, so Echo and Dashi, the two M drivers. Oh, and what a dive! Lemony sent it into the downhill left-hander up to P6 already. Oh, he's flying through that grid currently. Oh, it's River also close behind. First time on board action into the banked left uphill, and then brake for the important right-hander as well. Don't touch the gravel or even that barrier sticking out on the left hand into the final sector, the final S's. Lemony with another position. A River behind his teammate Dashi. Oh, looks down the inside. Where is Dashi? Still there? Doesn't get any tow though. Needs to wait for his teammate. Where is he? Still side by side, I think. No. Now, just behind. Oh, and something happened to Echo, I think. Little moment. And I think dropped out of the party chat and then had to sort out that car to get it going again. P4 to P7, still in the mix, and in that battle for the best AM driver, you see Hello Gamer in that stock livery for now, so they have promised to have their livery ready for next round. Hello and Dylan, it is Dashi with a little mistake. Loses that position. See Kenny strike back. Oh, it's not in a position for now. Ooh, a little tap. Went too late. Still all good. Where are the other cars? Blue Racer and Beetlejuice. P9, P10. Still behind. The leading AM drivers during that race. And down the main straight, FF Megan has some advantage on top end. Let's see, so Furious and Richie opened up a gap. Oh, and here comes Lemony already close to Jaeger and pulls a move around the outside at the first chicane. Nice one. Jaeger not with the best run out of that one, leaving an inside line open for River Marcus. No! Lost two positions once again. No, he's still on the outside. They go and then touches the gravel a little bit. Now has to concede that position. It's P5 for now. Still has that tow. And Echo leading the AM drivers. Hallowed not too far behind. Blue Racer made up one position. Dashi down to P9. Beetlejuice in P10, and his rapport setup not working, so still having wheel issues. He's using the controller for this one. Let's see what he can do. Keza then P11 started last. P11 now, and we have Thomas goes behind. We always see side-by-side racing action. Keza lost that position. No, Dashi lost the position to Keza. loses another position, I think. To Thomas, yeah, compromised run on to the straight. We have a big slipstream battle forming. Beetlejuice with a good run. Kaza as well. They go side by side into the braking zone for the first chicane. Kaza got that move. Beetlejuice stays in P10. Thomas and Dashi side by side through the next right-hander. Will they? Yeah, they try. Make it. Dashi keeps that position. Oh, Tazzy looks right behind as well. Closely followed by Devo, who joined that battle group, and also Ovic, not too far behind. Ovic, Devo, Taz, Thomas, and Dashi, all of the AM drivers now in a close battle group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars, and we have 2 pro drivers, Beetlejuice and Kaza. Echo leading the AM class in P8. No, it is actually Hallowed Gamer who leads the AMs. Sorry, he's got a little gap for now to Echo. Jaeger still in P5. River keeps that P4. Lemony, after some great moves in the early stages, already P3, starting P11, something like that, P12, can't remember, but from the back of the grid for sure, and right behind Richie as well. And the Furious 2 is checking out already and opened up a nice little gap. That's 3-4 seconds already after 5 laps of racing. So Richie, Lemony might have a little bit of tow. We'll get closer to Richie. River sitting in between Lemony and Jaeger. Big Jaeger might have just there, a little bit of slip, roughly a second, a little bit more maybe, and Hallowed defending that position for now against Blue Racer in the trophy battle with the downforce and the handling. Might have an advantage through the final S's. Go for a move, but then might lose their position on the straight again. So they come side by side out of the final chicane, and then it's, I think, the FF, the M car, that has the top end advantage. This was the idea behind the setup for the battle of the Renault Megans. A little bit of Robin. Blue Racer gets through. Oh, nearly loses the car. I think made that move now. The stick. Echo under pressure. It's a pro car, so he doesn't have to defend, of course, but he can to give his teammate a nice little advantage as well. So Furious leading. That's Echo's teammate for the season. But close racing everywhere throughout that one. So TEC 60-minute race. We have all racing tire compounds available. It's the Racing Soft that is mandatory to use. Tire wear times 3, fuel consumption times 2. That's all you need to know for the race. The FF cars, the M class, definitely in a disadvantage with the tire wear. The fronts, they will wear quite fast. So, but they're having, we're having a race within the race, Pro class versus the M class, and then of course Pro and M drivers scoring points for the team championship, the all-important team championship in TEC. Still this year we also have the official Pro-Am individual driver championship. If someone wants to go for that crown, feel free. Hard to pick a fight currently. It's action everywhere. Taz right behind Thomas. A look at the tire wear between the two. Looks fairly similar. If I'm not mistaken, everyone started on the racing medium tires. Dashi slashing the front left a little bit. It's Ovic on the inside. What a move into the final sector. Yes, it's Ovic. Ovic, the new tire whisper. Look at the difference between Ovic and Dashi currently. And Dashi now with the slipstream down the main straight. Will we see a little bit of a bump and then a late move? No, it's an early move alongside before the first chicane. Dashi brakes late, he understeers, oh too much, goes over the grass and loses that position, and also the position to Davo. A bit too late, but Dashi still in that fight with Davo and Ovic. Oh yeah, where to look? Ovic a bit deep. Downhill left-hander gives Davo the opportunity with the run, so the next braking zone is the uphill left, so if you get your nose inside you might get the move done, and Davo exactly doing that. He gets the inside line and can, I think, hold position against Ovic. Taz and Thomas, they're also fighting very close. Thomas keeping his position still. Taz with the run, maybe this time coming out of the final turn. Half a second maybe at this stage, probably not close enough. Only so jump back to our leaders, where Furious 2 manages his gap now. Lemony up to P2, already got to pass Richie. River got that slip stream up as well. Little gap to Jaeger. That on lap 8, you see that 130.2. I know from memory I nearly lost the car. They're coming out of the downhill left-hander, so no more slipstream. But there's Blue Racer slowly catching. Echo got past Hello Gamer, so is the lead driver. Oh, but Hello still close in striking distance. Now has to defend that position from a charging Kaza. Might use their toe down the main straight to go for a move into the first chicane. I can barely keep up with the pace in the straight. So no, doesn't look like a move. Well, Beetlejuice also probably the aim to stay as close as possible to Kaza. The exit of the downhill left might be an opportunity for the throws in that trophy, but not like that. If you touch the gravel on the exit, you won't get that needed run. tight line for the trophy compared to our FF cars. Exit good run for Kaza. Might get a run on the move. A big lift into the assist now. Okay. Can he stay close enough? I don't think so. Oh, and just like that, 16 minutes of racing are gone. This could be now the opportunity. Dive down the inside. Maybe, oh no, was it there? Just now, maybe. It is tough. This time the better exit for the Megane Trophy. Inside line. Now, is it possible? Oh, look at that FF car pulling away again in 4th and 5th gear. But more downforce for the Megane. What I find it is between the two classes. Still inside line. This time for Hello Gamer. Because around the outside has to live. They come out. It is still side by side. A bit more understeery that Megane FF through the assist, and that's, oh, Kessa nearly lost it over the curb. And around the outside goes Beetlejuice. He follows that trail. And Taz as well. Ooh, early pit stop for Hello Gamer. Devovic. Thomas in already. Dashing in already. Medium. Back to the mediums again. So FF cars pitting now. It's lap 13, so 18 and a half minutes in. The Furious and Lemony have a big gap. River got past Richie, and Blue Racer got past Jaeger as well. What happened to Jaeger? Yeah, not the best laps again. Blue Racer definitely with more pace. It's P5, P6 for Jaeger. I think there was a second mistake happening at some point. Maybe said, yeah, 3 seconds down. Yeah. Was still somewhat within that striking distance to Blue, Richie, and River. Let's have a quick look at our tires together. Furious 2, that's looking really good on those mediums. Lemony, a bit more usage. The front left is the problematic tire. River looking okay. Richie also. More tire wear with Blue and Jaeger. Yep, Jaeger with tire wear advantage, but not with the consistency needs. Then Echo, one of the, I think it's the last FF car and driver on those mediums, and we know like Echo is really gentle with his inputs, and he can make those tires last for much longer than most of the drivers. So that's why he's in P7 leading the M class. Kaza and just actually Taz is also running on warm mediums. It's looking okay. I forgot about the Devo, but his front left is toast. I think we might be seeing him pitting very, very soon. Ovich as well. So I was lying to you. I was maybe tricked with Hallerwood, Dashi, and Thomas all pitting for fresh tires. Yeah, I thought the others were doing the same. It isn't. So those 3 drivers at the back with a fresh medium, so medium so far. But they have to use the soft tire at one point throughout this race. Oh, which they know Devo stayed out as well. Wow. Oh, that could be tricky. Oh, he keeps that car just on the gray stuff. So doesn't understeer. And goes lawn mowing for now. Tess in P10 keeping up with Beetlejuice. Whilst the Finnish driver has lost contact to Keza. Keza might get echo soon as well. P5, P6 still close, within a second roughly, the 2. Let's see, where is Richie? Yes, still a couple of seconds. 2 to 3 maybe, 2 Blue and Jaeger. River managed to open up that gap. Lemony pushing his mediums, getting closer to our race leader, the Furious 2. Alright, so one of the biggest movers, definitely Lemony, during that race. And might challenge the Furious 2 for the lead very, very soon. Now just waiting for the next pit stops to happen for the drivers. The mediums are still looking okay for the pro class in that Megane Trophy. How long can Echo go? I'd reckon 2, maybe 3 laps are doable. And if it stays like this would be a smashing victory for Furious and Echo, winning both classes. Oh, we go Keza in early. Oh, maybe going aggressive. He won't get to the end on softs, I can tell you that, but it'll be like medium soft strategy. Devo in now as well. Yeah, this front left doesn't look good anymore. Ovic as well pitching after 25 minutes, so maybe medium and then a short stint on softs for the FF cars. This means Hello Gamer will move up a couple of positions. Thomas as well jumps. Devo, Dashi as well in front of the TCR driver. And Ovic in P15 still sees the other cars. Oh, then let's go to the sharp end again and see what's the decision. Lap 17, 25 minutes. It's still mediums. Lemony knows he will be on the stream at some point, flashing his lights on the straight. So look at the lap times. Yeah, a bit faster at this stage than the Furious. Tires, not that much of a difference. But will we have a battle for P1 between those two drivers? Richie staying with River as well after the overtake that we missed on the replay. But then also Richie's front left. Yeah, it It's the worst out of the top 6 at this stage. So what are the possible strategies? Medium, medium, soft. We saw that medium, soft, soft could be an option. And also a one-stop medium to soft. I think those are the realistic strategy options for this race. Don't think anyone will touch the hard tires for this. Let's just wait and see who might be pitting next. TEC might be a candidate. Front left. Seen better days. And yep, that's the in lap. Keza, no traffic, that's good news, and he's using the mediums again, so medium, medium, and then softs for the end. Hello Gamer and Thomas, they're quite close. They jump test. TEC goes on to the soft tires. So maybe gets the soft out of the way in that middle stint. And then see how long those tires will last for that finals pit stop. Have to do. Can be softs or mediums again. Probably mediums. I'm brutally honest. Ovic pushing. Oh, and we see the next pit stoppers. Let's see. River and Richie pitting. Alright. River's tires don't look that bad. Oh, it's roughly 28.5 minutes, so this looks like a medium soft strategy. And Lemony now right behind the Furious 2. He's announcing an overtake. Watch out. Will they go side by side? Ah, no, not yet. Oh, Furious with the tire advantage. Lemony with the fuel advantage. But the refuel rate is 8 liters per second, so it's don't really beneficial to save that much fuel. Still, perhaps a little bit maybe. And then, oh, late move. Fury staying out, Lemony in. What about the Blue Racer from the back as well? With that line, he's staying out. Jaeger staying out as well. So the top 3, they haven't pitted yet. Same goes for Beetlejuice. 30 minutes in, and he's pitting now. No more mediums. It is. River and Richie still close after the pit stop. Where is Lemmy? A nice little gap to River behind. Soft tires, softs and softs for Lemony, River and Richie. Keza on that second set of mediums. Echo pitted as well. Second set of mediums. It is hallowed wide line. Loses 2 positions to Thomas and TEC. TEC on the soft tires, going for some moves now against the medium tire runners. So as long As there's still some grip left on those softs, you have to push it, I think. So he's getting that run on Thomas. Now should have a bit more grip for that uphill left. Yeah, the narrow line for Tess. More speed. Cannot go down the inside. Maybe before the final chicane has to take a different line. Opening up the entry for the chicane. Here as well. Trying to get onto the power early. Gets a better exit, a better run. Will it be enough to get in front? That's the question. I think Thomas has the run, has the line for the first chicane. Moves back onto the racing line. Covers turn 1. Will he keep that car on track? Yeah, out of turn 2. Into the fast right-hand kink. Little lift needed. Cannot go flat. Brake for that cambered downhill ride. So much fun that corner if you nail it. So frustrating if you don't nail it. That's, you feel like you're so slow then. Still, Thomas doing a good job defending that position on his mediums. It doesn't allow Tess to go for a move. Around the outside maybe. Now for Tess, it's possible, I think. Whoa! Bold move around the outside. So Hello after is off track. Behind Beetlejuice as well, who is on soft tires and needs to find a way past the AM drivers. Again, back to our front, where the Furious 2 is still running. Blue Racer and Jaeger. The best tire wear, but also with a big gap to Blue and Furious, and we have Lamini who's like on a mission. 27.1 last time round, going faster at least for that sector, a purple one. So his fresh soft tires are really making the difference now compared to the medium tire runners in front of him. So will Lamini get a faster lap in this time? 27. Whoa, that was close. But he had twice in a row 1:27.1, and I think next lap he is able to attack Jaeger. River Richie 30.3, lap 22, so he cannot keep up with that pace currently. Kaza doing mid to low 28s on the medium tire compound. Gets strong pace. Echo the same. Mid 28s on average. Only Taz. Now we see a little bit of tire wear on that front left appearing, so best laps are gone with that tire compound. How long can he stretch that stint on the softs? Beetlejuice on the racing softs. Got past Thomas and Hallowed, who also now show some severe tire wear on that front left again. So they have to use the soft still, or medium so far. Oh, a three-way battle, Davo, Dashi, and Ovic. With Dashi getting the official title of Mr. Tire Slayer for this round. Front left is gone already. Thomas is in. Oh, that is early. I think yes, we had quite okay tire wear. So they're going for another medium or soft. Not sure, but those drivers. Let's wait. It's soft for Thomas. Hello Gamer on mediums again, so he will do the soft tires towards the end of the race. Dashi as well with the mediums in P15. Furious 2 still running. It's lap 26. Blue Racer also. Tire wear. Crazy. Lemony got past Jaeger, so we missed that. But yeah, just the difference with soft tires versus very warm mediums. And at this stage we can say that Furious, Blue Racer and Jaeger are going for the one-stop medium to soft in this race. Lemony, medium softs, will have to do one more pit stop. The softs or mediums, then up to the driver, of course. The same goes for River Ruckus and Richie. So completed their mandatory, or are on their mandatory stint on softs at the moment. It's up to them what to run for the final stint. Lemony now right behind Blue, coming into the final sector. He gets a good run, slipstream. Blue Racer taking a line into the pit lane by the looks of it. Yeah, the Fury stayed out. Lap 27 for the Furious 2. Also Jaeger going for one more. River and Richie Blue into the pits. It's over 20 minutes to go on the racing softs. Ooh, that was close. The two racer silent drivers. Sorry. Kaza with that. He keeps that position. For now, he's on mediums. Kaza will pit at some point and run the softs. It's not a real battle on track for now. It's still a battle in the pro class between Kaza and Blue. So Echo all by himself in the M class. Furious is in now. Let's have a look at our battle group from earlier on. It's Taz back onto the mediums. Okay, so those softs didn't last that long. Oh, it's the Furious pitting. Jaeger also in. So Lemony in the lead. Oh, P2 Richie, P3. Furious out on softs in P4. Jaeger now coming out of the pits and falls behind Echo. Oh no. So quite a gap to Blue Racer at this stage. And if you still got lucky with traffic, you can now go his pace on the racing softs and try to make them last until the checkered flag. It's doable, I think. 20 minutes of use, maybe a bit less. We'll see. Oh, I just realized Richie's front left tire is non-existent basically. So will he go for one more or pit? Go on to the wins. He's going for one more. At least when will Lemony and River pit? Both on the softs. They have the option. Softs or mediums towards the end. I think they will go with softs for this one. Blue Racer with his fresh soft tires got that move done on Kaza, who also needs to use the softs. This could happen very soon, I reckon. So Echo not fighting Jaeger in that first sector. He's on the mediums, on a different strategy, in a different class. Beetlejuice softs also towards the very end of that tire life, so pit stop incoming soon, I reckon. And Lemony is in. We go to the leader, then River is in as well. The softs really toast. Richie is in, so Furious 2 back into the lead. Where's Lemony? P2, P3, Blue Racer crosses the line. It is P2. Lemony arms out in P3, Jaeger up to P4. Echo in P5 still needs to run the softs. So then River in P6, Beetlejuice P7. Kaza is in now as well. Soft tires it is. Oh, and Richie went for the mediums for that final stint. So, doesn't trust the soft tires. Lost track of the other drivers. I think which went medium so far. Needs to go on to the softs at some point. Kaza is on his soft tire run now. Ovic having fun to defend the position from Kaza. But will lose them probably now. Way more downforcing trip. For the Megane Trophy. Devo. Ooh, the front left, yeah. No more grip. And he also hit the barrier. And got a little bit of damage. Opportunity for Thomas, who is on the softs. I think he will need to stop for another set of softs. Again, will Devo pit in this lap? Beetlejuice is in. Yeah, Devo comes in. Will be softs now, I reckon. There's medium, soft, medium, so he has completed that one. Hellot went medium, medium, medium. Needs to pit for softs again. Dashi. Oh, another set of mediums. Also a short stint on softs towards the end. Here is Devo. Then with his soft tires. Okay, so let's have a run down the Furious 2 with a massive lead. Nearly half of the main straight. Blue Racer in P2, Lemony in P3, Jaeger P4. That looks still very close at this stage. So all on these soft tires. Lemony with the best tires at the moment, pitted a couple of laps later than Blue, Jaeger and Furious. And we have Echo. Medium still looking okay. So I think he might risk it now to go on to the softs. River on the softs. The gap to Richie big enough. Can relax. I think what about Kaza on the softs now, pushing until the end. Beetlejuice with that nice little overtake. And Thomas couldn't or didn't fight it. The softs are basically done. That looks to be like a good result for Taz as well. So he will get that position from Thomas and might be looking at a P2 in class. Hello needs to pit. Dashi and Ovich is on the softs, as well as Devo now. Those gaps are a bit bigger at this stage. One little mistake on worn tires and you lose right some time. So never say never. Thomas is in for that final stint on softs. Dashi as well. Going for the softs, I reckon now. Softs it is for Thomas. Just behind Devo and Dashi. It's the softs now. Alright. We're still leading. Sorry for not showing you it that often. Just a dominant performance. Without any drama, looks. Lemony pushing, getting that gap down. Still a tire advantage. Oh, that rear went a bit sideways. All under control. We see Echo. Is still running on the second set of mediums. River got past. The gap to Richie is still big enough. I think doesn't have to worry. There's Kaza coming round the final turn. Can he catch Richie? That is the question. Beetlejuice, a bit of a lonely race now. Test to Ovich, that's also a nice gap. go, Thomas. This could get close. And what can Hello Gamer do on the softs? And Dashi, can they bring that gap down to the drivers in front? Furious about to perform an overtake on Dashi, I think. But this getting interesting now. I think that's less than 2 seconds. Now, with just over 8 minutes to go. You can see it basically visually. The gap is coming down. Lemony getting into that slipstream range. You also see that yellow car in the distance, lurking and hoping for something to happen, maybe. We saw it on the first stint. Tiny bit of advantage for Jaeger with the tires. Echo finally pitting, doing a very short stint on the soft stand. Is now roughly a second for Lemony. You push those tires quite a bit now. Maybe pushing a bit too hard to catch Blue Racer. Oh, nearly off track. Less than a second now. A good final turn for Lemony. Now gets a massive boost down the main straight. I think it's 4 laps to go for Blue, Lemony and Jaeger. Furious with his massive lead. Might get an extra lap. Pretty sure he will get that extra lap. Now, this is the time. Both basically on the same tire wear, the front left. Jaeger managed his tires a little bit better, so still lurking. Not as close. When will we see the move? Or will we see a move at all? That is the question now. It's 3/4 into the final chicane. And with a good exit and a slipstream, Lemony might get around. That looked like a very good exit for Lemony. Now gets the toe. Will he get his nose in front? He goes for it. Side by side they go into the first braking zone. And Lemony made it up to P2, but used even more of his tire life on that front left. Blue Racer, whoa, that was close. You see a little bit of gravel coming back onto the track. A little slide from the race asylum driver. I think he managed his tires a little bit better compared to Lemony. So yeah, sorry for not showing anyone else, but I think this is like the closest and most interesting battle at this stage of the race. Oh, nearly got collected by the barrier. Goes a little bit too deep already into the final chicane. But that front left is giving up on Lemony's Megane Trophy. So now it will be Blue Racer's revenge down the main straight. Will he pull the same move? He does by the looks. Lemony brakes late, they go side by side. Oh, Blue gets his nose in front and up to P2 again. Lap 39. Oh, and Lemony now touching the grass, so if he loses the contact to Blue Racer, it might be over. He's still there, Let's have a quick look. Furious tires also at the very, very end of the... Still has a huge gap, so nothing to worry. Blue versus Lemony. It's not over yet. Jaeger still with like the distance, not close enough to go for a move. River also 9 seconds, I think, at this stage. Richie closed that gap slowly behind on his mediums. Kaza couldn't get any closer. Echo on his softs. P8, nothing to worry. Beetlejuice. Taz versus Echo. I think the gap is not close enough. Ovich might be able to defend the position from Thomas. They're both low on tires and fuel. Hello Game also very low on fuel in P13. Dashi P14 and Davo in P15. So we need to go back to somewhere. What happened? So yeah, Lemony's tires are gone. Oh, bit of contact between Lemony and Jaeger. Blue Racer now has a little gap. Definitely a tire advantage for Jaeger. Can he make a move? This is the final lap for those two drivers. This left-hander might be very, very painful for Lemony, and indeed doesn't get the turn in anymore. Jaeger makes that move, goes up into P3. The Blue Racer comes around the final turn, and the Furious 2 starts the final lap of his race. So Blue Racer crosses the line with their tires in P2. Jaeger in third, Lemony in P4. River, oh look at Richie. He's very close. River's tires are also gone. P5 Richie, P6 Kaza. The front left still looking quite okay compared to the other drivers. It is P7 for Kaza. Then we have Echo with a great race in the M class. Beetlejuice then finishing P9, P8 in the pros. Taz then P2 in the pro class. Ovich versus Thomas. Final lap, final corner. The run to the line. Thomas versus Ovich. Thomas with the slipstream. Ovich is low on fuel. It's a run to the line. Who gets it? it will be Thomas. No, Ovic. Wow, photo finish between those two. Hello, gamer. Then P13. That is P5 in class. If I'm not mistaken. Devo finished the race. And Dashi as well on dead tires. Coming home. And with the Furious 2. With the W overall. So what a result for Furious and Echo winning both classes that race. Well done. So then let me quickly get rid of that. Race results. So I have the graphics prepared. So Furious 2 with a dominant performance, one stop, medium to soft victory, and also pole position. Blue Racer from the back up to P2. One lap down, yeah. And Jaeger P3, Lemony P4 with the fastest lap. River Ruckus P5, Richie P6, Kaza P7. All the trophies in the Pro class. Then Echo wins the M class, also has pole in the M class. So what a performance it is for the team. Let's have a look at 1:28.0. This is also the fastest lap in the M class. This would be like basically up to total domination. It's close between Echo and Taz. 28.0.85 and 0.45. Echo nipped it. Echo nipped it by just a little bit. No, it's actually Devo nipped it with a 27.9. So finishing P15, but that's the fastest lap in the M class. Sorry, I didn't see that. So then Beetlejuice P8 in the Pro class. P2 in the M's goes to Taz for the Bus-in Hornets, for which then third in class. Thomas, that round to the line was insane close, for which kept that position, Thomas. And hello, Gamer, Dashi, and Devo. Positions for that one. All right. Let's have a look at the schedule. So next week, round 2, Laguna Seca, America. It is once again 60 minutes of multi-class, kind of multi-class racing. Still, it's the battle of the Renaults, the Megans, the Trophy MR car versus the Group 4 FF car. I think it's quite an interesting setup for that season. So very exciting race, I think, for that one. So yeah, that's it for this week. Next week, I hope that Prodigy will be with me for the real life commentary. And yeah, until then, have a good time. Enjoy your week. See you soon next week for the TEC. And until then, take care. Love you all. Yippee-ki-yay. Bye bye.